Alright, so for this deck, it's just a pure Monarch Stun deck. I want to make a whole bunch of different Monarch decks, and I started off my whole different kinds of Monarch decks with Frog Monarchs like a few days ago. So this is the Stun version of it, and I have a whole bunch of other versions I'm going to try out, kind of like how I'm doing a whole bunch of different versions of the Counter Fairy decks. This one right here, it's kind of unique in that it only has one monster in here that's Tribute Fodder, Battle Fader, and it runs, well actually it also has the first Monarch, I guess you can count that as Tribute Fodder as well. The main focus of this deck, though, is to either use the Monarch Stormforth or Soul Exchange to tribute your opponent's monsters to bring out your stun cards. So we got triple Majesty's Fiend and Vanity's Fiend. That way you can lock your opponent out. And as long as you have a March of the Monarchs out, they're pretty much going to lock out your opponent really hard. And Forbidden Lances here is basically just to negate the fact that they all have like really low attack, so they can be beat over if your opponent is able to get out a high attack monster or buff up their attack. Basically, like the only way to actually get rid of the stun is to attack over them, and yeah, that's it. They do it sometimes. They're able to pull it off, even if they can't special summon. I've had people be able to pull off really high attack beaters just out of like monster effects, like what was it? I don't know. Yeah. Plus, I just run 2 of the Mega Monarchs, since I do run 2 Caiuses and 2 Rises. So a Mega Risa and a Mega Caius, just because they are pretty nice. They don't really, not all that useful. You could just replace them for the regular versions of them, since I am only running 2 of them. But I thought it'd be a little neat addition. And the reason this deck is able to work so well with like almost no tribute fodder is thanks to Tenacity of the Monarchs, allowing you to basically just search out a Monarch Stormforth, or if you have one in your hand, a March of the Monarchs to protect your cards. And just one return, one of the first. I was rarely ever without a way to get out the monsters in my hand, considering I only run basically Battle Fader as tribute fodder and the first Monarchs. And both of these are ones you can only use like during your opponent's turn, or you have to wait a turn at least to use them.